Hello, welcome to this lecture. In this lecture, you are going to learn classes and ID selectors in CSS. What are the classes and what are the ID selectors and how to use and how to apply? What are the usage of using these classes and IDs? We'll see all this about in these lectures. Let's begin the session. See here, very simply, I can give you a simple examples to crack this lecture. See here, come back. Our previous lecture, we have covered internal, how to write a CSS code to apply an entire form. In this lecture, to making to very particularly, if we applied a body, entire body is applicable this code. We discussed about it. And if it in the div tag, it is prepared where all the div tags. I have a form with HTML having many div tags, and the same thing will apply for all the div tags. But I want to see each independent div tag should be an unique to be displayed some identified different colors, or my requirements are different, like my client requirements are different. So how I can distinguish all these divs and colors and all the things? It's pretty easy to apply this thing. Like see here, it is in a div here, it is a written something like a width is something. This is the white it is showing. No, this is the div tag. Yeah, this is the form. It is the white color it is showing. No, this is the div tag. So the margin is auto, padding, back color is white, and border radius is 0.5. This is the border. The radius it's taken 0.5 em, and box shadow it is the colors of RGBA with this elements alignments it is showing, right? So I have two independent div tags. I want to distinguish these two with the different attributes. So how can it be possible? Means it's a very simple and easy. See here what I am doing the changes. Within the div tag, I am making an ID of that particular div. That is the ID equal to, I am specifying ID as in a top or first or any name you can specify within the ID name here. All right. Now within the div tag, what I'm doing here, hash top I'm writing here. That's it. Over by making an ID. This is the ID based calling of CSS by applying. If this particular ID is applied for any tag, the same thing will apply for that. Not only div, I have multiple divs with the different IDs. I can use by div ID wise. I can apply the independent colors and all the things whichever I require. That is very easy to distinguish these things. Now see here, will not be changed anything. I'm refreshing the page, it won't change anything. The same thing is applying and showing here. That's all. And coming to the classes, the class selectors, that is also pretty easy. I can make you for the purpose of one more class here. Like see here, by making dot intro, the name of the class I am writing here. By making full stop where the dot indicates, it is called as a class in CSS. Okay, and where it is in a hash indicates it's an ID. All right. Now, what I'm doing in the class, what I'm preparing here by making this class, like earlier what we have applied the things for demonstrating the paragraph things I'm writing here, like COLOR color equal to rate and font weight or font size, that is trade px, the same thing. So you cannot be understand like you cannot confuse it all. Px and the terminate. That's it. Or font weight. You can use anything. More attributes are available. You can find out. You will be easily known that. Now this class, how I am calling within the paragraph. See, this is the p tag here. Now just simply type class equal to the name of the class what I have written here, intro. Name of the class and called here. That's it. Save it and refresh the page. The class is applied here. That's it. As many, like if you want to, if you have placed here with the p tag, all the p tags will be applied with the same thing. We have seen of our earlier lecture also. If you missed out, you can go and check it out. And I don't want to apply with this p tag with plain, or else I can apply some other class for this. This is plain text, which is not applied for the color. You can see here, save this, reload. See the plain text, nothing is applied here. And I have applied for this class for this only at the first p tag. That is the major advantage you will have. By ID wise, you can take the entire control, and by class wise, you can use this. Right? For this classes, we have a simple point you to remember. The difference between ID and class is that the major one, ID can be used to identify one element, whereas a class can be used to identify more than one, the particularly. And you can also apply selectors to specific HTML elements by simplifying, stating that HTML selectors first. So the p dot recipe and whatever the code and whatever the all I can simply say that attributes you are going to apply, you can apply. See here, I'll take the code to the code page. Like this is the way we are implementing here that class p dot recipe means p like paragraph will also apply for this. Whatever the code you are going to be putting like these attributes and all blah 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 in here. And now see at the end of the way the p tag is implies. See only the applied paragraph elements that have been called the class of recipe. Paragraph with a p dot recipe means the paragraph which is called by class equal to recipe. Those the classes of within the paragraph only will apply for this particular beautification of the styling on all. This is the way we can use for class and IDs in our CSS classes. I hope you are having a good idea how to apply this top like ID and classes with use of multiplication of uses, and it's very easy. Like see the same class I am going to apply with the tag add even. Just take save and reload the page. The same thing will be applied. That is the way, very easy to use classes and ID selectors in CSS. I hope you are having a good idea and understand about writing classes and ID selectors. Try to practice with more tags of HTML. Thank you for watching this session. Thank you.